مشروع الأخير يرتكز على معدات تمارين اللياقة البدنية بمواصفات تنافسية.
مرحبا Sharks, اسمي عامر. I'm half Iraqi, half Tibetan, but I'm from England, so I'm going to continue this pitch in English, if that's okay. I'm looking for 4 million dirhams for 10% of my business, LiftX Strength and Equipment. Let me roll back the times to a darker time, COVID. During COVID, I think we all had issues with the disconnect and isolation from the world. I personally, as an active guy, I was looking for all sorts of sports equipment, trying to find anything around the dumbbells, kettlebells, paying double or even 3 times the price at the time. The fitness equipment was the #1 sought-out product in the pandemic. We started off with 3 products during the pandemic, and now we have 200 to this day. We at LiftX are the only manufacturer in the UAE providing for CrossFit equipment, strength and conditioning, and functional fitness. Our mission is to provide our UAE and Middle Eastern athletes our equipment. We want to eliminate brands which have flooded the market, giving poor lead times and even worse prices. We are well on our way to becoming the #1 brand with 3 factories across the UAE. If anyone's interested, I would like possibly to show some of the quality that we have today. Definitely have a look.
I'll take a look. I don't have to do it though, right?
You don't have to do it. You
okay.
don't have to do it.
Then I'll take a look.
Guys.
The guys are sitting,
I have to let the girls go.
So
explain to us
I think
what's
we know
different.
who are the gym goers.
So
What's different between this and the other products? Because to me, they all look the same.
there's a lot of equipment that's for like machines and bodybuilding stuff like this. This is not for, this is Olympic lifting stuff. So as a manufacturer, we can brand this and customize for a gym. Usually they're stuck with USA or whatever it is that they kind of have.
And where's your price point relative to the market?
It's better in the market only because of the fact that I don't have to sort out any shipping. I control it with all my manufacturing facilities and all that.
I like that it's softer.
Amr, welcome. In another time, you can tell me how your parents met, because Tibetan and Iraqi sounds really interesting.
They actually, sorry.
Go ahead.
In another time.
It's short.
They actually met here. My dad has been here for 45 years. So the factories that I use this, I basically make a contract with my family business, and that's how I produce all of these.
What is your family business?
So we manufacture for construction, for buildings and oil and gas.
I'm quite impressed with your product. In the gym that I go to, they use it. How did you manage to penetrate a relatively monopolized market?
During the pandemic especially, the shipping was crazy. There was nothing coming in and out. So the only thing they had to do was place orders. I was just, from the factory, just producing.
But that's a double-edged sword, right? So you have the advantage because you're producing here and selling here.
Yes.
But the day that you want to start to sell to other markets, you're the one who would have to be shipping it. So how are you going to solve for that?
So right now we have 3 distributors, one in Oman, Saudi, and Qatar. With them, they have their own warehouses, they have their own businesses. All I'm doing is wholesale.
But the cost has to be added.
But from Dubai to these countries, it's not too bad.
So you're saying within
the GCC.
Within the GCC,
Yeah.
you still have a cost advantage.
I think within our region, we can, and it's a big region, we can definitely take this by storm.
So on that note, Amr, I love your product. I mean, I'm definitely going to get the pink bar, but you've asked for 4 million dirhams for 10%, which is a 40 million dirham valuation.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping that your sales number will like shock everyone here.
First year in, I did 1 million dirhams. That was purely on, I think it was maybe 10 products. Second year, 4 million. Last year, 10 million. And this year, we're coming to 15.
And what's your margin?
So around 40% gross margin.
40%.
And why are you raising money?
I'm very much linked to my family business. I've got 3 warehouses. I utilize about 25% of the rent of those. So when I incorporate all those costs, it cuts me down a lot. So what I want to do is I want to have my own facility where at least I can make sure all my costs are like consolidated. So it's into one kind of thing.
But have you done a study that if you were to do this one facility, what would it cost you? And what would be the run cost of it? Because that's ultimately the decisive factor.
I do need to do the study. I need to find space is a tough commodity at the minute in the UAE. I do want to find something where I can, put it all in one. Showroom, my offices, storage, and all that kind of stuff.
So what is your net margin at the moment?
So if I go on last year's, it's 250,000.
On
so
how much of sales?
On 10 million.
250,000 on 10 million?
Net.
Net.
Yeah.
Amr, I have significant concern about the level of decline of your growth. It's such early years of the business. And I haven't heard enough that mitigates that risk for me, so I'm out.
Amr, you have a great business, but this is not for me, so I'm out. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Amr, I'm going to tell you, I love what you're building. We are investors in one of the biggest wellness companies and personal training companies across the region. However, I would love to invest, just not now. So I have to pass because of the amount of restructuring that I think you're going to have to overcome in the next 12 months and to be able to scale to that next level. If in the future it's something you want to talk about once you're done with this next phase in your growth, please do reach out.
I'm very impressed with what you have achieved in a quite controlled, monopolized market. Your price point is very attractive. I think that, to Noor's point, you are one step away from probably being taken much more seriously in terms of an investment. And that is when you exactly quantify your capital needs to evolve from your dependent infrastructure right now to a standalone independent infrastructure. But right now, with your ask versus the unknown, I have to unfortunately pass.
Thank you.
Amira, you're the last one.
So I think that Faisal summarized it very well. I think Dubai and the region is definitely moving towards more of a wellness and health-focused region. But I think that it's a bit early as an investor to come in with the current status of where you are in terms of your logistics and your company and your net profit margin. And for those reasons, I'm out.
Amr, you've lost all 5 sharks, but hopefully you've gained some customers. We wish you the best of luck. And thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good luck.
Good luck.
And the experience gave me good realization now on what to do next for the business. I think we'll come back. We'll come back stronger for sure.
يعني هو مبيعاته بصراحة مدهشة 15 مليون
صراحة هالبينك بار وايد عجبتني.
أنا كمان حأشتري واحد.
والله
بتحبوا تعملوا ويت ليفت
I do CrossFit.
أنا I weight train 5 times a week.
ما نمزح معاكم انتم، خلاص ما نغلط عليكم.